God save the Queen. I'm here in England, waiting on my boy Tugs here at Heathrow Airport, just chilling. But tired, hot and musty, but I'm happy to be free. What's going on, peeps? I don't even know if you got to see any of that party that Tugs brought me to. Everything seemed very dark, and I don't know if anything really showed up. Alright, tell the people where we at.
What's going on, Toronto? Alright, this is Still World Records now. Basically, the last Friday of every month, what they do is they host a hip-hop night where they have established artists and an open mic session as well. And basically it's a good platform for like UK artists to show their stuff. It's a free night. Every Friday, people come down, all the hip-hoppers will do their thing. And also, sometimes you just get like American hip-hoppers who are down at the time. So last week they had like Rockin' Sales, most Defs just come through to a set. Black Eyed P, Chuck D, Joe Monty. So they're just people here at the time. Come to the spot.
And everyone outside, you don't need to come in, you know, just warm it up a little. It's coming.
It's Tarek, Reed. It's coming.
You like who?
It's Tarek or Mike Reed. That's
what the manager of Choice of
Mike Reed, not Frank.
This is called intellectual property. We have got to protect our intellectual property to stop the pirates from getting into our heads. I often find myself taking deep breaths, hoping to be refreshed by the things that I see in the music that I hear played, so I turn the dial hoping to find fresh airwaves, but so many of them sound polluted. I often try to find the art in a lot of these artists, but even that seems diluted, especially in that genre that requires you to have a rap sheet in order to be seen as credible in the rap pages, and it looks as though record execs have lost patience with those of us who stop buying albums and are just downloading tracks. But what do they expect when half the artists they sign are whack? I mean, ask Dr. Dre, he'll tell you that truth hurts and that half of these artists aren't even worth $14.99, much less 50 cents. Analyzing this music has my long bent on figuring out how and when bitch and black woman became synonymous. To me, it is obvious that they're trying to get into our heads and plant their messages deep, but what they're trying to feed me, they're going to have to keep as they welcome us to this new world of science and technology, which constantly creates products for us to consume that they wouldn't use and foods that they wouldn't eat. Slowly, society is becoming cashless so they can monitor our actions through our use of the plastic, and though I never thought I would see it happen, it is amazingly clear to me how easily propaganda becomes history. Unfortunately, my children will have to learn about America's wars with Iraq, which were never really wars since Iraq wasn't truly fighting back, and somebody keeps omitting the facts because I keep hearing about Saddam's use of biological weapons on the people of Iraq with no mention of how America was built on black backs, or how their government injected syphilis into blacks, or how our communities were infected with crack, yet America's trying to take over the globe and they've convinced themselves that this is their duty. To be perfectly honest with you, this whole situation reminds me of that Walt Disney movie, The Lion King. Think. Florida was betrayed by the butterfly ballad, allowing Scar to rise in Texas, with Powell Fletcher and the other hyenas surveying the plane, providing the backbone for Scar's new game, using the media to alter the brains of the other inhabitants on the terrain, causing them not to be able to see that they are all in need of a colon cleansing, being force-fed answers to questions that no one is asking. The hyenas keep masking the truth by moving the grass so that we can't see through the bushes as Scar pushes his way towards world supremacy, and we wait patiently for Simba, the conquering lion of the tribe of Judah, to return and take his rightful place in the world. But in the meantime, our intellectual property remains in jeopardy, but we can't be given in these times that we are living in, because they are investing in getting into our minds. But once they can control those, our actions are next. So we've got to reject everything that comes into our head and doesn't sit properly, keeping our minds clear and protecting our intellectual property.